there's a saying that what happens in the present is counted, not what has happened in the past. So in the present, we are the champions, and not only the European champions, we are the world champions. So, yeah,
Hmm.
and specifically with the situation we are in, it doesn't matter who we are, who we maybe you can say that we got a better opponent than. I was, a bit tense that
But
we'll get a Liverpool
but
or
they also said do it
but
once, it's a fluke. Do it again, it's something else. Do it again and again, it's something more.
no
Doing
worries.
a three-peat. You're
Ancelotti,
facing a
Ancelotti,
team. You're
Ancelotti
facing
will
a team that has done a three-peat.
Ancelotti will come back to Stamford Bridge where he has good memories, and then we will send him back with certain not so good memories.
The
So
Italian maestro
what
will
happened?
make more
What
memories there.
what happened with that previous manager will be repeated again. And one thing for sure, uh, you remember Hazard laughing at the end of the match last time. This time he will still laugh because it stands that he may resign in a bit.
Who
So
who is Hazard? Burger King.
like Hazard is basically you gave us this Champions League, man. To be very honest, 130 million of cash, which brought in so many good players, and we got what we deserved. Not only we
Yeah, actually, Real
we
Madrid has a
now
habit to make Real Madrid has a habit to make
we are
donations,
also the world
timely.
champions.
So that was just a
Oh
donation
yeah,
to Chelsea.
that I absolutely agree with what you are saying, and I thank you for buying Hazard for 130 million, and having certain add-ons after that as well. So yeah, we accept that money with both hands, and it gave us trophies. So who has to win them?
Hmm. But I just hope that you guys can at least reach Bernabeu. If you want like oil or something, Paris can sponsor you. I'm sure he's very benevolent. So you
Well,
can put in your request.
that is the sorry state currently, but yes, I think we'll find out a way to reach. Maybe ask Man City to carry us with them when they we travel by the right? But I don't know how we'll travel. But yes, I hope to that time it's a good amount of time till we play Madrid, and I hope certain agreements and the club sale goes on, and we have a new owner so that all the sanctions which are imposed, all the like absolutely ridiculous sanctions which this stupid government has sanctioned over the
Hmm.
Chelsea board, get taken back, and then we have our new owners and a little bit of freedom to move around.
So where is the first leg?
First leg is in Bernabeu.
In Bernabeu. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So I think it will be decided in first leg only.
No, well, now this time no away goal rule, so it doesn't matter
Ye-
wherever you play.
yeah, but if Real Madrid score like three past Chelsea, there's no coming back. I'm pretty sure.
There is no team in this season who has even scored 3 goals against us. So you can just dream about that. But yeah, bring it on. We have the best coach in Tuchel and the best system in three at the back.
Best coach? How is the best coach?
Well, we are the world champions. We are the current Champions League champions as well. So currently, he is the best coach. And there's a saying that when the tough gets, when the situation is tough, then everybody gets united, and a lot of empathy comes into the picture, and Real Madrid doesn't want that thing to happen because currently, has a Havertz is like playing like a prime Drogba in Chelsea, so
I
I don't think
I
so. Like uh, you know, the situation has helped Chelsea to get better with their performance, and
but
this is the only time
no,
when we're discussing this.
But I don't think so that you saw Real Madrid versus sorry, Chelsea versus Manchester City when they dominated you, and even then you can say this that Tuchel is the best coach. Huh? You're ignoring Pep Guardiola just like that.
Well, we last season we bet we bet thrice, I guess. And this season, although Pep has won both the leagues, both the fixtures in the league, but both were 1-0 victories, and there were very close margins everywhere. And also, Lukaku wasn't that great that time. We were playing Lukaku all those games. Now the system is changed a bit, so I guess the things will be different. And yes, it was Pep, and we don't care about who the opposite uh,
So
team
so
is
you'll
because
pick Lukaku.
we
You'll
are
pick
only.
Lukaku.
I don't think so. Tuchel will pick Lukaku. It's a
I think,
winning
but
combination with
I think,
Havertz.
but you can use him like this. See, look. Oh, come on.
I don't think so. He will even travel to Madrid. I feel that he he may not even travel with us, and he will be there for the Champions League game. But if there is certain travel restrictions already, which is there already, and further certain travel restrictions are there, so I guess he will be staying back at London and not travel. But yeah, who knows? He has already scored 2 goals against Middlesbrough in the FA Cup quarterfinal. So yeah, that's also one thing which is there. Your your mic has been utilized. I cannot hear you.
Oh yeah. How much percentage do you think Chelsea has? Like 60,
When
60,
it goes,
40, 50, 50.
I guess I'll fancy us to go through Real Madrid. I see City as the only team who can, defeat us at this stage. To be very honest, I guess we should have won that Carabao Cup final against Liverpool
I
in the extra time and not going to penalties even. And Bayern maybe Bayern is also losing its shape nowadays with uncertainty of our players. So I feel one team, if I really see as competitors, is Man City, but Madrid has their winning charisma and winning mentality with them. So that is one thing which needed to be taken care of, and it's an aging team with an aging midfield. So I guess Tuchel will exploit that thing. Last
aging.
time,
Bro,
last time Cruz came to Stamford Bridge, Conte gave him a role, and
yeah,
I
that's
if
why I think Cruz might not even play in this leg, because if you see the match versus PSG, the guy who changed the game was Kamavinga in the midfield, and they were already Valverde instead of
there's
Casemiro. So I
one
think
thing,
I'll
there's
use
one thing.
the midfield of
Any
Camavinga,
any
Valverde, and
anybody
Modric.
anybody who is playing against Chelsea, needs to address that we play 3 at back, which converts into a 5 at back sometimes. So the opposite team also needs to uh, reassure the tactics. Even Man City switches to 3 at back against us. So yeah, it will be a similar kind of a thing. Ancelotti knows Chelsea very well. He has been our manager in the previous times. Not only that, we have won the Premier League with Ancelotti as well. So he would be knowing a little bit tricks and tips for Chelsea.
If if
So
you
yeah,
if you if you see back at history, You know which manager is the one who weaponized 3-5-2 and has been the most successful? It's Carlo Ancelotti. So he knows the system through and throughout what Chelsea are playing.
Yeah, that's good. That's very much there. But for this current system, you need proper players for that as well. Not every player can fit into 3-5-2 and play. You
I
know,
think they
like
have. You see, Eder Militao and Alaba are playing like world beaters right now. Then there is Courtois behind. Okay, then Vinicius left, Rodrigo right, then Benzema is there. These guys are actually there's a very decent team.
last time he came to Stamford Bridge, Vinicius was playing left wing back.
Bro, last
So
season you can't compare last season. See, we had to play Hazard, who wasn't even like fit or anything. Real Madrid were hit like with 60 injuries in the season, and almost I think seven first teamers were not there. So I don't see that win as a parameter. Credit to Chelsea for winning, but I don't give it as a clear cut advantage to them saying that they are better team than Real Madrid. I can't say that.
at this current stage, absolutely. I guess Madrid was very lucky to win against PSG. I guess if PSG would have folded a bit better in the second leg, they should have like PSG scoring the first goal in the second leg and still losing it shows how you know a weak team chemistry PSG has, and that was a problem which even Tuchel addressed many a times. That was not a team, but it was a superstars coming into the pitch and doing settling their egos with them. So I guess a good team, a more sorted, a more disciplined team wouldn't have given the opportunity for Madrid to come back in that game.
Okay, okay. I'll give my prediction after first leg for sure. Which is
Yeah.
the
So I,
another? Hmm, yeah, which is the? I want to just see once what happens in the first leg.
I guess it
As I
will be a
said,
tough. It will be a tough contest. And also, if I feel if Madrid can beat Chelsea, they can go on to win the Champions League.
they
He
can.
thought,
After I think that if Ancelotti plays his cards well, they have a team that can win. I mean, because they have good
yeah,
defense. The defense is very important in the knockout stages. If
no,
defense
because
holds up well, they always create chances and can score goals.
yeah, but I guess their toughest test will be Chelsea, not even Manchester City, because they play a different game. Chelsea is a more tactical, defensive, more organized
Defensively,
team
they are
than
good.
any
Yeah,
other
I
team.
give you that.
Yeah.
But I
So
was seeing Chelsea's last game was this. I think was it Newcastle? I think Havertz scored
yeah,
almost at the end. So
yeah.
why Chelsea go to such a position that they were not able to like score two or three against Newcastle, which is like not they're in a good form, but they're not that good. So why did that happen?
Although
That
it's
was like a fluky win.
no, it's what was not a fluke even. That's one thing which Chelsea always lacked is a good goal scorer. So that's why we brought Lukaku in, but still he is not. We have a curse of number 9 jersey. So
Hmm.
I guess that yeah, that's the one problem which we have because of which I don't rate Chelsea as the best in the space currently. I still believe Man City is a better team than us, and
Yeah.
but yeah, because of the midfield and the back three orientation, and specifically with Thiago Silva in there, I believe that yeah, uh, once that goal scoring thing is sorted out, we can beat any team anytime.
Hmm.
And
So
obviously, yeah, with the players remaining, because I don't think so. A lot of players will leave Chelsea at the end of the season. So let's see what happens.
So when I was watching like first leg of Real PSG versus Real Madrid, I knew Benzema isn't fit, and in the entire first leg, I saw like I didn't see Benzema involved anywhere. He was just doing little bit like Cristiano, coming down, giving a touch and going. Otherwise, Benzema is always like looking for passes behind to Vinicius or someone. That showed I knew that he isn't fit and he was rushed there, and that clearly showed in like the second leg. In second leg, Madrid didn't score in the first, but they were very threatening, more threatening than PSG. And in the second
Yes,
half, you know what happened.
yeah, I feel that Benzema is a good striker, but he's not the best striker in the space
He's
currently.
he's not the
There
best,
are,
but he's the complete forward. Complete forward. He can link
and
up. He can pass. He
like
can
I
dribble.
feel
He can does
I
anything.
feel like yes, Madrid has some winning mentalities over there in the midfield as well, but Madrid will need someone to pick to win the title. They don't have the team or that super boy or the superstar to go ahead and win it. Either you need
See,
certain superstars or you need system.
see that
Uh,
that's
I
the
don't,
thing. That's
I don't
where
think,
I feel. That's where I feel Benzema is such an underrated one. He's been
yeah,
in Real Madrid for more than 10 years, and we
but still,
still don't consider him superstar because imagine if you remove like Cristiano from history of Real Madrid, Benzema would have been the superstar. He isn't because we have seen when Cristiano and Benzema were there, Cristiano was like miles ahead of Benzema. That's the only reason.
that's why I'm telling you because he has been always in the shadows of other players in the league. In the it was Messi after
Hmm.
Cristiano, then now last year also he had the chance, but they didn't do much. This
Yeah.
time Ancelotti is a better coach, I guess, for Benzema, and I believe that yeah, I feel that if they can beat us in this quarterfinal, they can go ahead and beat Pep as well because it's quite clear that will be Pep from the other game, and it'll be Liverpool versus Bayern in the same final.
Okay.
So,
So we're gonna talk about now Chelsea in the coming weeks, but let's talk about Man City versus Atletico Madrid. Two teams that are like polar opposites of each other. One wants to keep the ball,
oh,
other one gives the ball away. You can play with it. We're gonna just sit back and just counter you. What do you think?
well, I feel Diego Simeone is going to have a nightmare of nights, two nightmare legs coming up with them. If they, perform like what they did against United, they'll concede more than five goals, I'm pretty sure. And Pep will make sure that he doesn't really win, but he humiliates Atletico Madrid in the thing. Like Atletico Madrid has the team with them, no doubt with that. They have certain quality
So,
players as well, but I don't
so
know.
how
Like
much do you think Manchester City not having a pure number nine is gonna affect them in this game?
no, it doesn't matter because you have the number nine, you don't have the number nine, you still score 6 7 goals in the game. So it's Pep, you know. And when Pep has a plan, I heard one interview of Henri when he was Barcelona, and he said that when Pep has a plan, everybody needs to respect that plan. It doesn't matter whoever the player is. So yeah, he's the master of the game, and with Kevin De Bruyne and even Phil Foden coming and becoming so well in such less time, and specifically with Cancelo and even Rodri is a pivotal for their system because he holds the midfield by himself only. So yeah, that is a very good team, and I feel even without number nine, they are one of the best in the world.
So my counter argument is like I have seen like whenever Pep City plays, they are always susceptible to the teams that are good at counter attacking. You take a Southampton, Manchester United has beaten them when they were under Ole. I think Ole had a record of like 4 wins and 1 loss against Pep
Yeah,
Guardiola, and that was just
absolutely.
because they're counter-attacking team. And I see like Atletico Madrid is really good in counter-attacking. Second thing, they're very good at defending in air. You can put any number of crosses, they don't concede. And I think for that they need to. City has the talent to do that, but they'll have to like work really hard for the goals. I don't see them scoring 5 6 on a trot. They'll have to
No,
work hard for the all the goals.
they won't score 5 6. I also believe they won't score 6. But yes, I don't think Atletico Madrid has that players or has that gas in them to stop Man City. I guess they are well and truly the favorites. I even rate them the favorites to win the cup at this end of the tournament. And yes,
Mhm.
I believe it will be a not a cake for first Pep, but yes, at the end of the two legs, Pep will be marching forwards towards the semi-final.
So, So every year we see like Atletico Madrid at least does one big upset. So do you think that
It
was
was Manchester United.
knocking out
It
Manchester
was
United?
absolutely because having Ronaldo in their opposite team, and it
Yeah.
hasn't been in the history books. And Manchester United is a funny club.
Yeah. So
It hurts.
how about Benfica versus Liverpool? Didn't expect Benfica to go through. I was thinking Ten Hag's Ajax is gonna steamroll them. And man,
I,
now they
I
showed
I
why they
never
came out of the group with Bayern and Barcelona.
absolutely. And I feel yes, Ten Hag is a very good coach, but he still needs to prove his stature in the big boys game. I guess if he comes to United, it will be a different ball game altogether. Many good coaches have come. Even Scolari came to Chelsea, and it was a nightmare for him. So
Hmm.
yeah, when you handle the big boys, Ajax is a historical club, but let's come on, let's be honest, it's nowhere near to what the others in the space have. So yes, they are a very good, very young team, very promising team, but and it's a achievement for Ten Hag to bring them up till this stage. But yes, uh, I guess
I think. Mhm.
Benfica had one thing with them. I feel like Benfica always felt like Benfica is a superior team to Porto in the Portugal league. I feel that Benfica has more creative mindset players rather than the other teams. And yes, that we saw it there in the Ajax game. And although it was uh, left for at the last minute, but once they got the first goal, then the floodgates opened.
I also want to like emphasis on IX, as you said that Ten Hag is like a really good coach, but like young team in a knockout tournament like Champions League, you can take them only so far, because
Yep.
because the match was like so close. So if I think if there would have been an experienced squad at that night, they would have beaten Benfica for sure. Now it
Absolutely.
happened like same. It happened against Spurs as well when they were almost into the finals. There is a time when the pressure comes, youngsters are not able to like perform the way they used to. Even in the first leg they performed well, in second leg it's like a knockout. So I think there was a difference for Benfica. I'm seeing like there are so many young superstars right now. They are stacked. And uh and but Liverpool is a well-oiled machine, I think. And the right now the form they have just cut down each and every points lead up to Manchester City. I think now 1 point gap for the Premier League. And we were writing
And
everybody off in
and
January. Everyone said City are
and
winning the titles.
and we have a City versus Liverpool game in hand. So that would be
Man,
that is like I hope both the teams still lose their points and Chelsea keep climbing up the ladder because we don't have any good games now. We only play yes Manchester United once and Arsenal once. Apart from that, we don't play anybody in the top six. So
yeah.
I guess we will be getting those points. It's very optimistic, but yes, I still want us to go up there, and let's see what happens.
I never liked Liverpool. Only two people I liked in Liverpool is like there was when it was like Prime Torres and then Klopp. These are the two
Yeah,
guys I only liked
like
from
like
Liverpool.
Klopp is an amazing man. He like transformed
The-
Liverpool from nothing to almost everything. They won the Champions League under him. So I was reading an article where Klopp was compared to Tuchel, and both of their first season in the Premier League was compared. Although Tuchel had the better numbers in that, but yeah, Klopp had once he settled down Liverpool won the league with him,
But it was
which
also a difference of squad, na? Because when Klopp arrived, there were so many deadwood in the squad. And when Tuchel take over, Chelsea had like one of the best transfer windows in the recent
yeah,
history.
absolutely, I agree.
That's the difference.
There were certain things which needed to be there, but yes,
Yeah,
uh,
but right
I
now,
guess Chelsea and Liverpool.
you can buy a 10 million player for Liverpool, and that guys still gonna play very well. I never saw
I still
Henderson being so good.
I still feel that Chelsea and Liverpool are on the same level currently with their gameplays. I guess Liverpool defeat us in the attacking space, but we have a better midfield and a better defense compared to Liverpool. But yeah, attacking wise, Liverpool are a much better team than us. So yeah, that thing will be showed to Benfica, and well, everybody would like to have Benfica in the same time, and Bayern Munich would love to have them in the same
Who
time.
is Chelsea's left wing back?
Well, I hope Chilwell comes back. He has started training, but I don't think so until he'll come in the Madrid game.
Yeah,
So
because I think Liverpool's left back and right backs are almost best in Premier League. Trent, you
yeah,
can
but
make a
they
case.
attack.
Robertson, defensive work rate, and he's like a machine, running up and down all the time.
Yeah, but yeah, but that suits the four at back system. If they play three at back, and I don't say see Robertson as a right left wing back. He's more of a proper left back. But yeah, Trent is a world class player, no doubt in that. And even Reece James is a world class player. Like it's a competition going on between two that who will be the right back going in. And
So,
whenever Trent performs, Reece comes up with a better performance.
so is there any world where you can see Benfica knocking out Liverpool, or we
Uh,
should say it's
yeah,
a nil?
there's always a chance. There's always a chance, and specifically with speculations of Mane leaving Liverpool after this season, and who knows when Dijk gets COVID at that time, and
Mm.
that is their whole defense. So, like yes, there is a possibility of
So
Benfica as well.
up to what time is Salah staying? I think he's not accepting a new contract right now. So is it
Yeah,
expiring in the summer or next summer?
I think it's next one. And with Mane also, the rumors are there that he wants to leave to Spain. So I don't like these two are the main like Diaz is a replacement of Mane, which they also know that Mane would be leaving in the near future, so that's why they have brought in Diaz. So
Okay.
yeah, let's see. I hope they
So
leave. That would be good for us.
so how about Villarreal versus Bayern? Man, the second leg. Did you see the second leg? Villarreal versus Juventus in
Yes,
Turin. I
I
thought
don't know what
Juventus gonna
happened to
win.
Juventus. Like what happened to them? Like uh, Juventus has fallen down, like anything after Ronaldo going. Like they are nowhere near the title race in Syria, and from like they had this copyright, or they used to patented the Serie A trophy for them. It was written like it will be Juventus who will taking the trophy. But yeah, I don't think so. Like Morata for me is finished. He has no gas left. Like he doesn't even show that energy to go and score goals. I guess Delict is overrated a bit. I think he needs to perform even better. When you are the main guy at the back, you need to perform even better. And yeah, Balovic will learn a lot from this leg. I guess he was having a flyer, and I guess this will bring him back to the ground.
Well, I think Delict is not an issue because you see who was the center back pairing with him. I think it was Rugani who gave away the penalty as well. Delict,
Yeah,
one
that's
center back, it's difficult for one center back to do something when the other one is making mistakes.
yeah, but
That makes you shaky as
same
well.
thing, the same thing. Van Dijk does in Liverpool. Like whatever happens, Van Dijk is the commanding force, and he dictates what even Robertson and Trent will be doing. So once Ronaldo left Juventus, Delict should take that mentorship with him and just dictate that yes, these players will be playing like this, and
I agree,
just
but
like what Chiellini and Bonucci used to do with Buffon previously,
yeah,
like they are
that's
just doing that.
because that's a center back pairing who has a lot of connection with each other. And in Liverpool, there Van Dijk and the other center back also have security of having Fabinho. right in front of them. The guy does not. He's positionally so good, intercepts well. He's always positioned at that position. So
Like
it gives them more chance.
I really feel for Chiesa. Like he's such a good prospect at Juventus, but like he doesn't have anybody, to supply there. Like the supply is there, but nobody is converting in that, which Ronaldo used to do. So I really feel that even if Juventus doesn't do well, QSA would be also looking to move somewhere else.
But Chiesa like not in the picture also because he had a ACL injury, so he was
Yeah,
out for the
that's
entire season. So
yeah,
right now, if there
that's
was
there, but
Chiesa, I think they could have been a little bit better with Vlahovic, especially. These two guys could have
yeah,
been good.
like that's why what I am trying to tell that like the standard which Juventus were and now the standard which Juventus are currently, there's a big margin of
Yeah,
downfall which is there, and I really feel that KSI is one of those promising young kids who can shine a lot. So yeah,
yeah.
he doesn't have anybody to
What
support him.
baffles me is that when Dybala was there when Cristiano arrived, and Dybala was like the superstar of Juventus, and then Cristiano played for 3 seasons. He became a superstar, and Dybala, after even him leaving, Dybala cannot re-cement his position as a superstar. Now they are looking to offload him.
Yeah,
So
like
yeah.
the Dybala United deal almost happened previously, but with Manchester United, nothing is sure.
Dybala was
So
really close to join Spurs, almost
yeah, even
into the last season. Yeah.
before Spurs, it was almost a done deal with Manchester United, but that deal never came off. So yeah, things are
Yeah. So, what do you think about talking about the Villarreal? I think they showed really good, but they are not that good a team. We still
yes.
don't consider them that good.
I feel that Villarreal has been a good performer since previous season. They have they were the champions, the Europa champions, and they almost defeated Chelsea in the Super Cup as well. We won it in the penalty shootout. So I feel like they are a team on the up. Pau Torres is one of the most promising centre back for Villarreal landscape. And I
Hmm.
guess Gerard Moreno has come up into the picture. And yes, there's a good team, but we all know what Bayern is capable of.
Okay, we will end talking about Villarreal by saying good evening. Now over to Bayern.
Well, Bayern also have a lot of issues. Like Lewandowski is, also in a talk of not renewing the contract. They are trying to. Clubs are coming
Yeah,
here and there to get him, and still now with Nicolas Sule also going, nobody like really at the back is there. Like Neuer also aging up. Uh, it has been a world class team with world class players, but that world class players are also aging. So Kimmich is a good prospect there. Sane, Coman,
great stuff.
uh, Gnabry,
Gnabry.
Muller. These are very good players, but yes, I guess the baton is carried by Lewandowski and Neuer. And let's see what
Yeah,
happens.
I think Alfonso Davis is close to coming back from injury as well.
Yes, I
He's a
feel
very good.
I don't think so. He'll be there for the Villarreal game. He has started training, which the last news which I heard. So I don't think so. They'll not risk him again because it's a he's coming out of a fresh injury. So let's
Especially
see.
against Villarreal. I think Bayern
Yeah.
can play like two men less and still, be favorites.
So I don't think so. Like it's a very
Yeah.
easy.
So
The only game to look after is Chelsea versus Real Madrid. Two teams of equal stature, meeting each other. So I think that is the game. And
I
whoever
think
wins will make
Atletico and
sense.
Man City is also second on the list, and third is like Liverpool Benfica, which is gonna be entertaining at least. You can put your
Yeah.
money on that. Liverpool Benfica will be entertaining because none of the teams like to sit back. They just go with the ball, long balls, through balls. They just want to attack fast.
I guess what
Okay.
Benfica
Hmm.
can do against Liverpool, what
Hmm.
I saw in the Carabao Cup final was Liverpool gave everything in the first half, and
Hmm.
almost by the second half they dried off. Like if Chelsea was more clinical, we could have scored even 3-4 goals in that match. So, one way of keeping Liverpool quiet in the initial stages, and then their key players goes, tiring off, then you hit them. And once you can hit them, then they don't have much bench strength now. Even
Hmm.
like nobody can replace Mane and Salah. And yes, so Benfica can take this advantage, take the game deep, and who knows what happens.
Okay. So now I'm gonna briefly talk about like Manchester United. What's going on there in your Premier League?
Well,
What's happened to
it's
United?
it's so pity to see Ronaldo coming back to United with almost a deal done with in City to win titles because it's his boyhood club. Because
Guaranteed titles. Yeah.
United made him what Ronaldo is today, but Cristiano Ronaldo will be going without a title after I guess after a long time. So the Ballon d'Or hopes goes away, and
Yeah, it is
not even
definitely.
a single trophy for him. So it will be very difficult for United to keep Ronaldo. Pogba is also on the move of leaving. So if you take Pogba, Ronaldo, Cavani would also now stay. Out of that team, then I think it doesn't matter whoever comes. Even Ten Hag comes, even Pep Guardiola goes there. The project needs few years. I guess they would be requiring good 2-3 seasons to get their things sorted,
Mhm.
and then they can. I think I have been following United so closely in these times. One thing which I always see is the board and the owners, and that's why I rate Roman Abramovich so high because
Yeah, I
he
will.
he doesn't take Chelsea as a business, and he reinvests everything which he earns from Chelsea to Chelsea. But Glazers are a piece of bankers in America. They got Manchester United in debt, and they just repaid the debt by the profits of Manchester United. So they basically bought United for free, and now they're making money out of it. So yes, that's one thing which is there. I
Hmm.
guess once the board and the directors doesn't change, nothing will be changed because it will be
So,
the same shit
okay,
players of
now I want to
Fred
ask
and
you that who do you think gonna finish top four? I don't think some United is getting top four now. Arsenal.
this
And
most
right now, I think
it's
there was a
already done.
match
It's
Arsenal
already
versus Aston Villa just a few hours ago, and I think
yeah.
Arsenal
It's
won 1-0. Man,
yeah.
come on, 1-0.
I guess the top four is done. It has been decided. It's City, Liverpool, who have finished will take in the first two spots. Chelsea will be third, and Arsenal will be the fourth in the league. No questions on that. And the question for United is, will they qualify for the Europa League as well or not? That's a big doubt because there are teams
So you
who are,
think Cristiano is gonna play Europa League, or he's gonna leave?
if I well, Ronaldo's already give hints that just qualifying for the Champions League wouldn't suffice. So I think he should leave. Like United is a mess of a club currently. They don't
And if
have
he
anything
leaves,
in place.
what are his options? Where do you see him go? Only PSG?
Well, I would like to come make him a striker in Chelsea. No problem with that. It again varies of who are the new owners, how many money they spend. But yeah, PSG
Obviously.
is the most obvious option.
I mean, yeah, it could happen. People are saying that it cannot happen, like he becoming a striker, because if I am a new owner and I want to make a statement, that's the kind of statement signing I can make, or bringing in Holland. That's the kind of
Absolutely.
statement someone can put.
And if the Saudi media bid is true and we go with the Saudi media, then it will be Oil Money Club again. And Then again,
Hmm.
bringing these players will not be of an issue. It wasn't an issue with Abramovich as well, but he was not, like giving them the blank checks. Abramovich didn't used to do that, but yes, Saudis will do it. So
But I hope it does not. In 5 to 10 years, it might not end up being like Middle East Premier League.
yeah, I hope it. Yes, if Chelsea get the funding of those kind, I guess City and Chelsea will be far,
Mhm.
move far away from the rest with the players we have, and we always speak about spending so many money in the season. Manchester City and Manchester United have spent almost the same amount in the last 10 years, and see what United got and what City got. So it's not about
Okay.
just spending
So
the money.
so now I'm gonna talk about like the next thing. We're gonna cover it real fast. How about World Cup qualifiers? I think there are only two, one bracket which is like very daunting, which is like where you see like Portugal and Italy are placed. They have one of these teams are getting knocked out for sure, or they could be both of them gets knocked out. So what do you think? So we're gonna cover
I just hope.
first
I
quickly
just hope.
Portugal versus
I
Turkey. Hmm?
I guess Portugal will get through with that. I don't think so. Ronaldo will have such a bad ending to his international career, because let's be honest, this is his last chance of getting a World Cup, uh, and I don't think so. He will give everything what he has just to qualify
I
for the
don't know
World Cup.
what the problem is with like Portugal, but the one bright spot here right now is Bernardo Silva is in form, Jota is in form, Cristiano is like he has always been in form. It's like a Hulk saying, I'm." There's a secret. I'm always angry." And now
But
the
still,
the
but still,
boost
they
for
they
them,
are in this
no,
position.
the biggest boost for them, Joao Felix. The guy plays like right now. His form is on another level. In I think 6 matches, he is having like 5 goals and 3 assists. And in United, he was like he killed Maguire. He killed Maguire. He just owned Varane, and no one was able to tackle him for the ball. Joao Felix was on another level.
I feel like Italy has a very good squad. They are the European champions, and they wouldn't let go a World Cup opportunity as well. So
Because
I guess
I've always found that
it will be tough. It will be tough.
in
Yes,
Portugal,
Portugal
Cristiano is like
always
always
had a
around.
good team. It doesn't matter if it's Joao Felix or it's Ricardo Quaresma. They always had a good team in every competition, but they always used to, they couldn't perform in the big stage.
No, I understand your point, but the thing is, I'm always talking about like whenever talking about Ronaldo, I'm gonna talk about his most successful spell, which was in Real Madrid. In Real Madrid, he had like a shadow striker in Benzema. I think Joao Felix can become that for these fixtures or even the next World Cup, because right now Joao Felix is playing like a complete player. I have been seeing his games, and I think that 120 million tag is now showing up because
I
when
feel
Joao Felix has the
I
ball,
feel yes.
nobody's able to
If
take it
it's
now.
I,
Right now,
like you hate Ronaldo or you love Ronaldo, you don't want Ronaldo's career to end like this. Not even going and playing for the World Cup. So yeah, I hope that whatever you're saying is true, and he gets a last shot at the World Cup.
and Italy has no Chiesa. If there was Chiesa, I would have thought that Italy will just go through. But now I think Portugal has a good chance, because there's
I
no.
like both the teams, they love to ruin their chances, I guess, and it will be just on that particular moment who comes up with the spot. I guess that will decide. And Italy is always, has been a defensive power over the years, and even I doubt that how good, like Chiellini and Bonucci had a really good
Euro.
Euro, but yeah, but I guess what happens, now with Juventus going down, and their even their confidence level will be very low. when they come for Italy. So let's see. I hope Portugal goes through, but yeah, I'm not sure of that if they will.
Hmm. Yeah. So you think that Portugal will qualify for the World Cup from this?
I feel that yes. I guess Italy doesn't have that X factor which Portugal has in CR7. So I guess he will play that one big moment in that time, and they will clinch the victory.
But my only worry is that it's Fernando Santos versus Roberto Mancini, and Mancini is one of the most revered,
Yeah,
you know.
Mancini has been, is again a tactician, which I like to call.
He's
And
been coaching from
yes,
90s.
yes, Man City also won their league under Mancini only with the first time.
Yeah.
So
So this one is
they might have won it previously, but that Aguero goal, reminds me of the moments of Premier League when Mancini was the coach that time.
hmm,
So yeah, that's amazing, coach, good system, but are the players good enough to follow that? Specifically now, currently, little bit here and there, things are going up and down. I feel Portugal should capitalize on this and get the win.
yeah. So I think we covered almost each and every topic in this podcast, and it was great talking about all the topics.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'll really love to meet you once we meet you at the Bernabeu. That would be an epic podcast series, I must say.
Yeah, I think maybe one day we'll
Subject to
shoot a
subject to
vlog.
we are subject to we still are in this football business. Who knows what next is in store for us with the situations going on. But yes, I hope that we get a good you know good owner in whosoever it is, and
Yeah,
just take care of the club like Abramovich did.
yeah. Let's see how it goes. Okay.